Hello everyone, Chaotician Drac here again. I know in my last video I went over the Jurassic Reality Nexus. Very important thing to my work and experiences, but I do feel I didn't do it justice. But guess what? We get to go over various different parts of it in separate videos. That's pretty kind of cool. So first, we all know all about Jurassic Park. We don't need to cover Jurassic Park specifically. When we do, we can go into a bit more different kind of detail than this. But for other parts of the Jurassic Reality Nexus, which includes, if you missed it, various things related to tropical islands, dinosaurs, and science gone bad. Uh, this video is going to be dedicated to IXALAN, a Magic the Gathering set of cards, or two sets of cards, which takes place on a different plane in the multiverse, called IXALAN, with multiple factions warring over something called the Golden City of Orazca. It's pretty interesting, and it includes a lot of things that find their way into the Jurassic Reality Nexus. As a matter of fact, I would estimate 93% or something like that of IXALAN can be found inside the Jurassic Reality Nexus relative to how realities work. I don't need to get into that technical detail at the moment, but anyway, gonna start out by telling a little bit. So, think about the plane of IXALAN. There's this device on it called the Immortal Sun, and all various groups and tribes of people on IXALAN want to find it, but what few of them suspect is that this device is actually responsible for blocking travel between planes. Pretty nasty. It means you're a prisoner on this plane if you're there. And so you don't want to go there, and if you happen to get there, you're stuck until and unless the Golden City is found. It's pretty interesting. This Immortal Sun thing is very special to all four groups. To me, it has a special meaning of being trapped where you don't quite want to be. And all the more important to find it so you can blow it up or something. So that's that. The origins of IXALAN. Now, I have a card here called Pillar of Origins, and you might notice it's green and orange. Exploring things in a reality context, green and orange are the colors of the Celtic flag. The Celtic flag of Ireland. The green and orange on this card probably represents the schism between two groups, the sea people, the water people, and the humanoid dino people. But I'm not entirely sure what this means, but I thought I'd show this card because it's very reminiscent of a reality example. It's pretty cool. Celtic. So I have reason to suspect that the seafaring people in this reality, the IXALAN reality, have Celtic affiliations. I'm sure there were a lot of British Island pirates back in the day who the pirates in this set are based on. And I just have some suspicions here. So there's that. So, I don't know how many of you follow Magic the Gathering, but Jace Planeswalker is this dude who, at the beginning of the set's storyline, winds up on Ixalan and is stranded. Not only is he stranded and unable to leave, but he's forgotten everything. He doesn't know who he is or where he's been, where he came from, where he started. Certainly doesn't know where he's going. And so it's a very special thing for me for reasons I won't get quite into at the moment. But a lot of recollection, nice card. So there are four groups on Ixalan looking for the Immortal Sun. One of them is called the Sun Empire. Here's a card called Otepec Huntmaster. Pretty basic example of a Mesoamerican native dude who tames dinosaurs and works with them in harmony, and basically natives with dinosaurs. It's pretty cool. Sort of reminds you of Turok, but also gotta remember the Mayans and Aztecs had a feathered serpent deity by different names, Ukumats or Quetzalcoatl, and it's very interesting that they discovered the way that, what do you know, if you have serpents and you put feathers on them, they look a lot like feathered dinosaurs, which humanity in your dimension has, in the past decade or so, discovered. It's pretty interesting. Jurassic Reality, in my dimension, works a little differently. Only some dinosaurs have feathers, not a whole lot. So this empty Magic the Gathering set is actually a bit more reflective of your dimension. That's pretty interesting. Here's a card, Rampaging Ferocidon. This card gives me the creeps. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe I'll figure it out sometime. But it's a creepy looking raptor dinosaur. Another basic example of what this plane has to offer. Ixalan. Not all the inhabitants are so unsavory. Ixala's diviner, a very calm looking druid female native. She looks cool. Talking about leaks between realities, here's a card called Traveler's Amulet. It reminds me of the sunstones and various crystal things found in Dinotopia, the book series in both our dimensions. They're pretty much the same in each. But this one looks like those little towers that used to send energy and signals between cities. And Growing Rights of Itlamok. I got this card randomly. I'm quite happy with it. It just reminds me a lot of Dinotopia because it shows people and dinosaurs working in peace to forward each other's goals. It's very cool. Also like Dinotopia, here's a card called Orazka Relic. It's got a dinosaur skull with some mechanical or cybernetic upgrade thingies attached to it. I don't know, I really like this one. Yeah. So, not everyone on the plane of Ixalan is a native. Dinosaur or not, there are a bunch of pirates. Like this one, Buccaneers Bravado. This is a card, I guess we don't know her name, but they have pirates. They have lots of pirates. And they come from, this one's called Sailor of Mees, but they come from, how do I get this across? I'll wait for that, but they are not very civilized. They do not live in the high areas of society. They're free sea adventuring buccaneers. One of the more well-known among the pirates' legions is this female named Braska. She is a planeswalker, meaning she can travel between planes, or amongst planes, or at least she couldn't until she got here, which is complicated. But Braska is a Gorgon, and she can turn people into stone. And it's very much like Medusa, the Gorgon. I quite like her outfit, but anyway, there's that. And the pirates are very enamored of treasure, and this particular Magic the Gathering set features a mechanic called, I forget what the mechanic is called, but you can make treasure, right, they make treasure artifact tokens, and they can be sacrificed for energy. So, that's all piratey and such. A third group among those who live on the plane of Ixalan is called the Legion of Dusk, and basically, here's a card, Bishop's Soldier. Basically, the Legion of Dusk is a group of conquistadors from a la Spain and all that in both our dimensions, circa, I don't remember, 1,000 years ago, something like that. But, they, a little more recent, I think, but anyway, they tote around golden armor, and they're looking for the immortal sun in order to cure their own vampirism. I haven't quite run into vampiric conquistadors anywhere else. It's quite interesting. I find it fascinating. And so yeah, they're vampires and then they're trying to get rid of their stuff. Anyway. Some interesting cards. Ritual of Rejuvenation. It's a nice one. Profane Procession. Basically going over what I just said. The bonus sought Conqueror. Maverick sought a Savior. Both found with the sought in flip. Resting in the splendor of the dead. This is a very interesting way that vampires have gotten their way into the Jurassic Reality Nexus. Basically, conquistadors were around, and Magic the Gathering, when they introduced them, they needed to make them more specific somehow. And since there's the whole Catholic Church thing, and the way that vampires are very Gothic and architecture and stuff, they worked. There is a fourth and final group who lives on the plane of IXALAN. And they're called, well, they're called merfolk. They're both colored green and blue, or I call them the turquoise merfolk, but this one's called Deep Root Waters. Basically, pretty exemplary image of a merfolk who lives on this plane, but you get the impression that they're older. Like, I don't know, I notice in popular mythology, elves and fae-type creatures get accredited to being older than humans, and having dwelled around before humans, being wiser, therefore, and resentful of humans overtaking their land. It's very simple. They go around wielding the powers of nature, or they might more say, being merged with the powers of nature, and Wildgrowth Walker, one example, it's an elemental. Tishana's Wayfinder, this is actually a particular favorite card of mine. There is this game called Jurassic Park Trespasser. I'm familiar with it. And there's this Mayan head. And the Olmec, who were precursors to the Mayans, were known for leaving around colossal stone heads. And Tishana's Wayfinder's got one of these stone heads on it. So it's a very nice reality example link to Jurassic Reality Nexus. When I play the game, I make note of this. I'm going to skip that one. Yes, Orazca, the Golden City. That's obviously a reference to El Dorado. With all the Mesoamerican stuff in the Jurassic Reality Nexus, it's not surprising that the city of El Dorado finds its way into it, in more than one way. It's a pretty interesting thing associated with Ascension in this Magic the Gathering set. Of other things and people included in IXALAN are Huali, the warrior poet, blue, white-haired goblins who are like, I don't know if anyone used to watch Wishbone, that old show. The Morlocks were blue with white hair. I'm pretty sure I've seen, that Primal Carnage, Primal Raid, whatever the fuck that game is, that's got a white-blue ape. I have a feeling they have something to do with the people who were turned into monkeys in Mayan mythology. I'm still working on this. There are also sirens in this set. Feathered serpents, yes, they do make their way in actual feathered serpents, not just dinosaurs. I have one of the legendary dinosaur, or elder dinosaurs, Nezahal Primal Tide. He's pretty cool. I like him. Sort of big, scary, deep water dude. And Foul Orchard, just an example of I use for a certain toxic area of environment within the Jurassic Reality Nexus. I thought I'd put a card around there. And this one's in German. Meteor der Auslöschung. Auslöschung. Oh. Obviously the KT station event. But anyway, very cool. And that is my discussion with you guys on the IXALAN quarter, the IXALAN section of the Jurassic Reality Nexus. I'll catch you guys.